Lewis Hart for the Ring Magazine. Delighted today to be joined with a former Ring Magazine heavyweight champion and two-time winner of Ring Magazine KO of the Year, Lennox Lewis, here in London, head of Oleksandr Usyk taking on Daniel Dubois. Lennox, good to have you over here. How's things? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Things are great. Lovely day today. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, well, hopefully the weather holds out for tomorrow.
Yeah, I hear it's going to rain, but it's not going to rain for the fight. I think the fight's all right.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess sort of first things first, how special is it to have an undisputed heavyweight title fight, you know, just down the road in the UK, you know, it's been a while. I mean, how special is that to have that over here?
It is special to have an undisputed fight, and especially in Britain. You know, we got some good fighters in Britain, some good heavyweights, so you're going to always have great fights.
Absolutely, and you know, I guess with this being a heavyweight rematch, you know, you know a thing or two about big heavyweight world title fight rematches, and I guess for yourself, when it comes to approaching a rematch, especially considering the first fight, how do you think sort of Dubois' mentality will be? We know he's come on leaps and bounds, but you know it's been so well. Like, how do you feel like this fares up with it being sort of what 18 months since their first fight, almost 2 years?
This fight is going to be a different fight. Daniel Dubois is not going to be the same fighter that you've seen 18 months ago. He's primed, he's ready, he's looking forward to this fight. He's proven himself over the last 4 fights, and I think he's ready for this fight. I actually know he's ready for this fight. You know, this is the pinnacle, is what he's been working for the last 10 years. This is what he wants. You know, the road to the undisputed. This is it. He was there, this close to it before. He wants to cross the bridge this time.
Did you feel like when you compare the rematches you had with Rahman and the rematch you had with McCall, the difference? Because obviously the McCall one wasn't immediate, but the Rahman one was.
Yeah.
So like, did you feel like, especially in preparation, the difference in that? Because you know the McCall fight was a different rematch. Yeah.
No. I definitely did feel the difference in the rematches. You know, it's that thing where somebody's beating you, you have to go back to the drawing board and say, well, what did I do wrong? What do I need to do to beat this man? And then figure out a plan and then go and do it.
It's interesting because obviously with the Rahman one, you know, I said I was reading your piece in the magazine earlier and you spoke about the mentality of almost like Rahman just had your belts on loan in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you feel like that motivated you? Because you said that was all you really thought about, sort of in the lead up, saying this guy's got his belts back on loan, I'm just going to go and win them back.
Yeah. That's how I felt. I felt because of the way how I lost. I lost with Rahman throwing a terrific punch, which my chin happened to be in the way of, and I realized that if we fought again, this wouldn't happen, and I wouldn't let this happen. And I didn't know how it happened in the first place because I put up my hand, but his hand snuck around one of my hands, my right hand, and hit me in the chin. Yeah. So I said to myself, well, it's not like he beat me up for 12 rounds. You know, it was just one punch where a referee counted me out unfairly, in the second round. I'm the champion. He counts me out in the second round. Doesn't give me a chance to get on my feet or get back going. So I realized that I was ready for this rematch, because I put up a picture of Hasim Rahman, and I said, okay, this is the man I have to beat, making sure that this doesn't happen again. I was a different fighter when Hasim Rahman seen me. In fact, he was frustrated because he couldn't hit me. And, that's how I came. I just came different and better.
Yeah. Was McCall harder to deal with because it was a while since that defeat?
Yeah, McCall was pretty hard to deal with in the sense you never knew what was in his mind or what he was going to do. I was prepared for everything, but I was never prepared for a man crying and breaking down in front of me.
Yeah, I understand. Last few from myself, but when it comes to someone like Dubois, especially when you consider the Joyce fights and the way that Usyk first fight ended, a lot of people said that in that fight he looked for a way out. Is it impressive to see sort of someone mature in that sense, knowing that, because the common sense is like once you look for a way out, it's very hard to sort of come back from that. See him sort of go against that narrative. Has that impressed you, would you say?
Very, very impressive, and I think they shouldn't have said it in the first place. He's definitely grown as a fighter. And you're not going to see the same Dubois that you've seen 18 months ago. He's grown mentally and physically.
A final one from myself, not related to this weekend, but after Chris Eubank Jr.'s fight with Conor Benn, there's a great video that circulated of yourself with Eubank Jr. and Eubank Sr. sort of encouraging Senior to let him box. How special, I guess, was that video to see now?
That was special, and you know, I remembered that, and I thought Chris was too hard on his son at that point, because you know this is what his son wanted to do, follow in his dad's footsteps, and you know, to me, Chris was crushing his dream in that sense. But I'm glad he let him fight, and look at the results. Perfect.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Lennox, appreciate you taking time to speak to me. Always good to catch up. Thank you. Cheers.